When was the last time you were alone? No, not just physically. I mean truly alone. Away from the expectations of who you're supposed to be. From the roles you play every day. From the identities you've spent your whole life building. Alone. Just you. You see, a year ago, my life fell apart. Not all at once, just slow enough to watch it all happen. The company I'd spent my whole life building was gone. The relationships that carried me through it were over. And somewhere in the middle of all that mess, I lost myself too. So I decided to leave. Not because I had answers, but because I had none. So with no idea what was to come, and following a desperation I didn't understand, I hopped on a plane and traveled to a little place called Japan. Funny enough, the start of the trip went exactly how I wished it would. For the first few days, I was living out dreams I'd had for nearly a decade.
So we're here in Sapporo. This feels insane. I'm on the
Things I've always said I'd do, but kept putting off. And before I realized, I had convinced myself that this was freedom. For the first time in my life, I felt like I was finally living. But what no one ever tells you is that no matter how far you run, you always bring yourself with you. I was so sure that I had found my answer. Freedom. Leave, start over, become whoever I want to be. But nobody ever talks about the cost of freedom. When the feeling of excitement turns quiet. When the nights filled with laughter turn somber. When your days start to mix adventure with loneliness. That's when freedom asks for something in return. And before you know it, you find yourself exactly where you asked to be. Thousands of miles from home. Completely free. And completely alone.
This light jacket is no match for the bitterness
Loneliness.
of my attack.
I didn't expect it to find me thousands of miles away from home. In the largest city in the world at that. Millions of faces whiz by. Lights stretching endlessly into the distance. Packed restaurants and train cars exist even on the slowest of days. Yet, I've never felt more alone in my life. Because eventually, the excitement fades. The streets become familiar. The restaurants close. The streets turn empty. And there you are, left alone with the person you thought you had left behind at home. For years I'd known myself through what I was building back home. But none of that mattered here. What Japan gave me wasn't answers. It gave me space. Space to sit with uncertainty, to be uncomfortable, to hear the thoughts I spent years drowning out. And in that space, something unexpected started to happen.
Morning comes with the early summer light.
At a certain point in life, things changed. Almost like life became a minigame of optimization and efficiency. Days turned into to-do lists. Decisions had reasons. Every move needed purpose. But sitting in a space where none of that mattered allowed me to live as if none of that mattered. There were no reasons behind my actions, no ulterior motives behind my words, no requirements for my existence. What was, just was.
Long for those quiet days when the hours drift away. Petals fall on the window pane as the clouds above float away.
In that loneliness, I came face to face with a version of myself I'd buried years ago. And for the first time, I gave him permission to speak. The only thing left to do was listen. And slowly, the boy in me came out to play. The boy that yearns to swing on swings and slide on slides for the hell of it. I found myself wandering, aimlessly, pulled by loud noises and the gathering of crowds. Steps decided by what felt right in the moment. When was the last time you let your whimsy take over? That light, playful feeling that brings out the child in you. What I realized was, I never needed the freedom I had been chasing. I needed the right conditions, the space, to hear the person that I thought I'd left behind at home. But it turns out, I guess he never left. Alright. It's my last day here in Sapporo, or in Japan. I hope you guys enjoyed this film. It's a film that I named Whimsy. This is my challenge to everybody, to go and find that whimsy one more time. The same curiosity that you had when you were a kid, the same feeling that you had when you just did things because it felt right. Try to find that again, because it is extremely worth it, and you will love every moment you spend trying to find it. Thank you guys if you guys watched all the way. I hope you guys go find your whimsy one day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.